we take time to get in touch with the divine. But it won't shake out. It needs to get blown, I guess. Oh, some things are just like that in life, hey? So anyways, you guys, how are we feeling? Thank you, universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens, galactic federation, all of those high vibrational beings of love and light with the highest frequency and timeline assistance that we can call in with only the highest vibration of love and light. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you once again to Pat Ready's Drop. Did I burn myself? No, okay, good. And almost October. September. One of my favorites. This is kind of like, I call it the Cheshire Cat. Let's go. We're just going to make this a thing now. I got some gains, guys. Look at this. Got some gains. Getting it? I think I have one more of these. Definitely. Like, I mean, I see stuff like this. Like, I need to, like, fix the... I wore this one a lot. But I do have another one. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This material is very see-through. So I did YouTube a favor and put a little tanky on. So guys, you guys, this love twin flame energy, this shit is crazy. Let me see, can I show you? Okay, can I just show you what's going on? So there's like a wild ride going on, and I've been attempting to stay away from this because a lot of people don't actually understand it, but there is different, so there is different collectives happening, right? Older ones, newer ones. I found out about double ones. What? Bro, this shit is wild, okay? So let me see, can I hope I can without messing this all up. Oops. Today, we have the Robin Wood Tarot. I don't know if you can see this, maybe. Screenshot it if you can, so you can get a nice look before I put it back. Okay, let's see if I can get it back. I need to get this sorted so I don't have to worry about it falling over. Okay. I'm just like that. I'm just a messenger. Like Hermes Trismegistus. Thrice time, the greatest of writings and rhymes. This guy was famous. You guys, okay, so I was just sitting here shuffling, and this deck specifically, this deck came from the, a lot of my decks did, from the Manly P. Hall. Look at that. Victory. From the Manly P. Hall Philosophical Research Institute and Library in Los Feliz. Shout out. Sorry if I'm unconventional tarot, but I love these decks, and everybody loves these decks. So this is the Robin Wood Tarot. The Robin Wood Tarot. This is super cool. This one, a few of them like to really come out, especially when it's like twin flame readings and different things like this. It's like you can get different decks and love energy and stuff like that, but Okay, I'll leave you there. But you know, you never know. So, anyways, what I pulled out here is what I was doing is I was doing some meditation today, and I was sitting asking. So, just to give some prefix, I was asking, what is the story? Right? There's two. You can have two. Is it a twin flame and a soulmate? Is it two twin flames? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't get paid for this, but I love this stuff. It's straight juice. Guava with pineapple. Ooh, okay. But I would be down to be promoted. Sun fried. Stay on the sunny side. Okay, guys. I'm just messing around with you now. So, anyways, I was tapping into what this whole, like, the difference between the twin flame, the dual twin flame, the soulmate, the karmic, right? Because there's a lot of interference happening right now, right? There's a lot of interference. I'm like, I just want to like look at you. I want to talk to you. There's a lot of interference happening with, which actually, it's over here. Interference happening with the karmic, just trying to like, and for some of you guys, the karmic can be somebody that's really tied in somehow still. Something tied into living situation, different things like this. So anyways, I'm sitting here basically asking, I'm tapping in, right? Asking, what is this story, right? Now that I understand, what is this story about two twins, right? I'm really dark because the window maybe. And so, what is the story about two twins? And so I'm asking about this, right? I'm asking, and so I say, well, which one, right? Because on the journey I've had is that there will be two at the end, but I always thought that that meant like a choice, right? There will be two. And you'll choose either the old one or the new one, right? And so I've been having this interesting thing, this interesting understanding to some extent. And as I was tapping into things, I saw who I thought was a karmic or just like a soulmate, something like this, right? Soul family, for sure. Like I thought maybe it was a replacement for the twin flame, right? When I'm just like, all right, you're not coming through. I'm just like, gotta move on with life. I don't know, you know? And so that's when I'm sharing my story, to give you guys a story for context and also to share it. What the fuck? This is my channel, my journal also. So like, what I find out is actually this one who I felt is new is actually very ancient, right? It was an ancient love of sorts, right? And so this is a twin flame reading. You can schedule a private reading, send me an email. As we're having this soul remembrance, right? I like to consider it like soul retrieval. And as we're retrieving, it's like remembrance, right? We're not learning how to do things. We already know how to do things, right? Life is a series of remembrance. So we're just remembering how to do things. And so basically what the story here is telling me is something similar to this, which is basically like, don't you know how the story goes, right? Don't you know how the story goes already? Aren't you the high priestess? So, something that we already know, something that we've already planned, something that we're aware of or connected to on a higher or more spiritual plane, right? Um, blue is more connected to spiritual realms. I'm like, it's also really bright in my eyes. Blue is more connected to spiritual realm. So, let's try to get more of the cards so you guys can see them. Blue is more connected to spirituality and spiritual realm. And so what this is saying is like this is also ancient wisdom, right? As we're having these remembrances, right? I like to call it like kind of soul retrieval, right? We're healing or having our soul that's coming in or waking up. Look at that at 11:11. Waking up to who it used to be. And so here's the important thing. When it's waking up to who it used to be, what we need to tune in on is basically what is the lesson, right? From the lifetime or the archetype or whatever lesson we were experiencing with this partner or with this person. So I've had lots of like soulmate and soul family connections throughout my lifetime. Everyone who I'm drawn to is like this. I'm like, we have past lives together for sure. Like everyone I fucks with is like, we already made some stuff happen in other lifetimes for sure. Like, we're not messing around. I mean, we're maybe here messing around, but hopefully we're getting it. We're getting it together. So much sugar. So after these eclipses and all of this energy and information, there's so many downloads. Look at that, 1221, 1222. There's so much information and downloads, and what I find is that it's good, like eat, drink, like when you're feeling it or when you're wanting it, right? Like right now, I'm like, oh, I feel okay. What is this thing? Okay, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna acknowledge, right? I'm gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna attend to it, right? So whatever is going on with our bodies, like be aware, right? Be aware, be hyper aware of it. So we can like we're getting all of these downloads, all of these upgrades. Everything is coming in right now, especially if you're on the twin flame journey. You're getting a lot of energetic, where our bodies, everything wasn't quite made for this. It's like what people say when it's like, okay, we're not really made to see all of the news and all of the tragedy and everything happening around the world. Like, it's too much for our nervous system. And like, yes, I'm all about nervous system regulation. That's like number one, what I spend my life and days and everything doing, right? All I'm saying is, no, it's not. However, it was. It's a matter if we're running the system. Look at the light come in. It's a matter if we're actually running and operating the system on this higher light vibration and frequency, right? So, listen. So that's where we're at, right? As long as we're operating in this higher light frequency and we're aware of the light that we carry, then we are actually ready. We're ready for the upgrades. We're ready. We are human beings, right? We are light beings, beings of light. They're switching. I mean, there's some. Anyways, so what's important is that we understand our divinity, right? The reason why I call this channel Divinity Within Thee, right, is so everybody understands that they have the access to tap into the light, just the same. It's not like it's a special privilege, right, by those who are curious, by those who are the initiated, but yeah, it's really about the light, right? It's about us being able to actually like tap into this light and be omitting it outwardly, be able to say, okay, I'm changing it, right? I'm flipping the matrix. I'm doing something, right? My awareness is coming in and out of consciousness, and I'm the light. The light is coming from within. So a lot of the things that we're seeing is a series of remembrance, right? The high priestess energy. Now in tarot, as many of you guys maybe do or don't know, it's not about a specific gender. It's more about the energy that the card holds. So with the high priestess, this is about our knowing. This is about our foreseeing. Also about our forethought. Like, how are we watching things? How are we thinking about things, right? And then we have the Six of Swords, the Justice, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. So what this tells me right here is, from the beginning, right? From the beginning, we knew what we were doing. We knew that we were going to have to move away from something. We knew that we were going to have, like, something was going to have to end. Something was going to have to be balanced out, right? This is the dark and the light within, maybe. This is something legal, also, justice, okay? This is also like marriage. So sometimes we have to go away from things that weren't serving us, right? See how this guy's now disappeared and now this person's by themselves? Like, that's what I would say. This is kind of like, so for some of the collective, for much of the collective, the third party or the karmic can be the same, also can be different. I'm feeling multiple energies here. So you guys are all wrapped up. I'm feeling a lot of energies here, but for some of you guys, yeah, for some of you guys, you're leaving a partnership or a situation, or this is going to be, yeah, a job, a marriage, a house, a location. This can also be a partner, a marriage, business, right? All of this is falling into place with the Justice. So, and finding a new path, right? The Two of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. Finding a new path on something you're ready to work with, right? Something, the Eight is like something I know that I can create that will bring me abundance, but like I'm pretty skilled at my craft, but like I still want to spend more time doing this, right? I still want to, because this is kind of like The Apprentice, right? It's like I want to just learn, right? I want to learn how to just be able to create. Like, this new path is like, what is it like to just honor yourself and do the thing that you want? And then we have, okay, well, what is the thing that you want? Okay, what is the thing that you want? I have to probably keep this covered up because YouTube or whatever. So first we have the Star, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So what does it want? What does this person want? Okay, I want to learn. I want to start a new path, learning how to start something new, right? My wish, my dream is beginning something new. How can we work on something together? Okay, you want to work on something together. What is it that you want to work on together, right? So this is what I ask. I'm telling you, because I just started pulling these cards, so I have to do this reading. And the Magician comes out. What is it that you want to work on together? Well, don't worry. I'm the Magician. Don't worry, I'm the Magician. So if you're the Magician, okay, if you're the Magician, masculine, then make some magic happen. What are you waiting for, right? What is all this stuff that you're working on? What is it? What is it? Okay, the Eight of Wands, the Hermit. I guess we'll do them in series of 2, 4, 6, because there's 8 here, okay. The Eight of Wands and the Hermit. Okay, and these are both under the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Hermit is under the Six of Swords. So it's like, what's going on? So messages are coming, messages that we know we've been waiting for, right? Messages, information is coming in. Okay, quickly, look at this. It's like shooting through space. with the quickness. Hermit 9, this can be September. Doesn't have to be, but so it's like somebody's coming out of this hiding, right? Someone's coming out. The light is coming out from inside, and there, okay, messages. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm coming quick with the message. Okay, masculine, what's the message? What's this justice? And this new path about, right? Tell me. The Fool and the Four of Wands. So, that means I'm ready to make this leap of faith, right? I'm ready to have this union. I'm ready. Like, what's been taking so long is, I think, they're hiding because they don't know what to say. Like, they don't know how to say it. Does that make sense? They don't know how, like, they don't want to, okay. So they know that you know. They know that you can see things, feminine, right? And it doesn't matter. You can be man or woman. This is just speaking, right? Because the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. So the vibe what I'm getting is they know. They know that you know, okay? Many of you are also intuitive. Maybe some of you read cards like me also. I don't know. But many of the divine feminines are very intuitive. We can feel, right? We have connection. We're sensed to the emotion of the masculine. We can feel it. It's not, we know there's something out there that's tangible. We know there's this new path and this offering and all that, right? We know that. We're not stupid. We know that you're strong, but you don't have the strength for some reason. For some reason, you don't have the actual strength, but you're strong. But the feminine, this whole situation, look at that at 22, makes you weak. Maybe like weak in the knees. I'm hearing just like weak. Like I'm just getting this very like southern, like this southern belle, like with a fan, like good Lord, like so hot, like too much. So funny. I have different guys and I always like, and some of the ancestors are funny, right? Anyways, so they want to take this leap of faith, right? The Fool with the Four, they want to take this leap of faith, okay? What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for my ships to come in. Like I'm waiting, like you're waiting for your ships to come in? So what I can say is maybe it's something that they have been working on, right? It can be an actual physical offer, right? It can be a gift, right? Something that they've been creating or building or somebody else has, and they're bringing it, waiting for it to show up or to be done. Yeah, for some of you. And I'm just like, well, waiting for your ships to come in. I'm like, but isn't the feminine, right? Isn't the love and the healing and the understanding, like, isn't the union like the thing? I'm like, what, masculine? And then this pops out, the King of Wands. Well, underneath the star. So, well, their wish is passionate. Like they want it. They're passionate. But they also, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords popped out. And so I'm like, what? Is this different ways of one masculine? Is there more than one masculine? Is one a masculine, one a twin flame? One a twin flame, one a soulmate, one a karmic? What? Right? We're going to go into that later. Just wait. I didn't pull cards for that yet. I just did these. So I say, what? 3? Is this 3 people? Is this more than one person? Well, 1 or 2 of the energies of each of these, the masculine energy is holding. So that means maybe one is like, well, I have this passion for you, and I have this security or stability, but I don't have the capacity to say the right thing or actually take action, right? Does that make sense? So what I'm getting is this is actually three different people, or, well, they're not saying people. Okay, so like the ancestors are not like people, right? I don't know. It's more of like offerings. So there's three separate offerings. Now this is the energy of the offerings, right? Different kings, we three kings. So different kings that have worked really hard, um, or are working really hard to make this offer. Okay? So for some, for a lot, the masculine is really wishing, their wish and desire is really to have this passion, this spark, this flame. Now, for some of you guys, you could already share this passion with them. For others, I'm getting this feeling of they have concern if there will be passion, right? Maybe they feel that you have the passion with another person and they're afraid, right? Because the card that came out below that was the Three of Hearts. The Three of Swords, but upside down. So what it tells me is that there is, and because the star is at the top, it's a wish, right? It's like, I wish that this is gonna, like, my wish is that this goes well, that she's gonna be into me and we can do it, like that there will be passion, because maybe what I'm getting around it is that so a lot of the masculines have been really heartbroken before, and not just, from other people, from other situations. I'm hearing businesses, partnerships, people, places. They've been betrayed, they've been heartbroken, but also there's this larger heartbreaking situation with not sharing this passion with this wish or this dream, right? With the feminine. And so it's like, you know. So now this also could be fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. This can be earth signs. The King of Pentacles. Now again, it doesn't have to be. This is the energy of material. So somebody maybe is, this could also be different locations, guys. This could totally be different locations. So this could be more of like a desert or beach or something like that. This could be more of the mountains or farm. This could be more of like cliffs, or I see a lot of clouds. This is air. So maybe something up on a cliff. I'm feeling this, like fields or cliffs where there's a lot of air blowing, and the air elements are the Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now it doesn't have to, but they can have those in their chart. Just putting it out there. So I say, okay, what do these three guys want? And that's what comes out. Beneath the King of Wands is the Three of Swords in reverse. Beneath the King of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles, which is like, it's about reciprocity. It's about giving and receiving. And again, you're seeing this like, I want to give you everything, right? I want to be able to give you everything. And then with the King of Swords, this came out, the Six of Cups. So what I see here is a couple things. So for some, there is multiple people. For others, what's happening here is there's embodiment of these energies that are happening. And so one, the karmic or something like this, maybe there was a lot of passion. Maybe the lust was mistaken for love. And that's going to be a no-go. Do you understand? Because it ended in heartbreak. And so we're not doing that. Absolutely not anymore. Okay. Classy block. So King of Pentacles with the reciprocity. So it's like, so what's not going to happen is we're not just going to have passion that comes in and out, right? Yeah. Oh, look at this. Victory. All the deck popped open. So this love or this passion that you're actually going to share now with this new one is not going to be in and out, right? And for some of you, it's a resurrected judgment. I'm also seeing the phoenix here, right? It's this energy of this being reborn. So for some, there is renewal. Okay, for some of you guys, there is renewal. For others, it is what the way that you love or you understand love is about to change, right? You're like, you understand that lust is not love, and that attention, somebody being there isn't the same as someone being present, right? Attention also isn't love. That's how the person learns about you, the Hierophant. It's how they choose to study you, to learn about you. That means they care because they consider you, how you feel, what you like, before they make their decisions. They always consider you. Amazing. Let's go. Bring it in, collective. Bring it in. So then I said, okay, well, one wants to give you the, whatever you want. One wants to never break your heart again and give you some good loving. I want to give love. I want to give you some good loving. Oh, oh, yeah, you guys. Ooh, feel it on the precipice. So, and then the world came out. Look at that, 32, 33. The world came out, number 21. Here's the message. You already know the message. You are the beginning and the ending, the Empress. You are my world. You are my feminine. You are everything that I see and I want to create and I want to be. Okay? You're everything that I'm manifesting. This thing that happened, ooh, they're on their way. Look at that bottom of the deck. Can't make this up. I just want to set it down. So they're on their way. They had to take care of some legal matters. I would say that they had to take care of some legal matters before they could start something new. I think something old had to be taken care of so we can, ooh, look at that, 33, 33. So we can bring in the new 33, 33. Look at that. We got 11, 11 here. And here we got 21 and 3. So again, 3, 3, 3, 3. The Empress energy. So this new gestation, all of this. So yeah, what happened? The Tower. And it's somebody, yeah, so it is. So I do feel like there was some legality, something that had to happen, right? They had to do this in order to start something new. We have the Two of Cups coming in beneath the Four of Wands and below the Two of Wands, which means I'm excited to decide with you what new paths lead for us. That is my new path. Oh, you guys are so cute, right? I just was laying them down this way, and then I read them. I read them in every direction, actually. So then I'm like, okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Waiting for the ships to come in. What is the problem? Now, two cards actually came out. And this is how they came out. Oops. Yep, this is how they came out. the Eight of Swords and the One of Swords in reverse. So this is mental anguish. This is like stuck by our own thoughts, prisoner of our own thoughts. We're not really prisoner there if we just open our eyes. Okay, prisoners of our own thought. Why? Because the word or the action, right? The action, for a lot, this can be an apology. But this is, yeah, word and action. But for a lot, it's apology. So, so what I'm getting now is this person has been waiting. They're waiting for the right moment, right? They're waiting for the right moment, and they got to be right in their head. Okay, so let's turn this, because this is in action. So let's turn it up. Let's turn it right side up so we can help the collective out here, right? Time for action. Look at that. It's something that they've been working on. How to. They've been working on how to figure out how to come in or approach or to offer or bring or say all the correct things to make this apology count, right? They're scared. They're scared that if they don't do this right, like they're not gonna get out of this space. So let's give our masculine collective this strength and this energy to say, hey, you got this. We got you. I think what I've been getting a lot is that there's fear, right? There's fear because there is an apology, right? And they know, maybe that's what they know. They're waiting for something to come in because they know that they owe this apology. It's keeping them mentally stuck because until they have everything right, until they've worked on having everything right and coming in, right, to offer this actual apology, I feel like they're in this mental anguish. Because they feel like one chance. They feel like they get one chance, like one opportunity. Maybe this isn't the first opportunity. Maybe they've had a few opportunities. Maybe they've waited for an extended amount of time, and that's why. Because what I'm seeing here, because we have the Eight of Swords and then one, so this is 9. So this is about completion. So this is like the end of the cycle, right? This is the last. And so the 9 of Swords would also be, again, this mental anguish, right? Where I can't, it's like my dream, but my nightmare, right? I can't get it out of my head. So that's what's going on. And so they're waiting for the right time, or they're waiting to do something right, to create it just right. I mean, they just wish that they could rush in and be like, yeah, I don't judge you at all. I forgive you for everything, and let's just do it. I want to do it. I want to take away your sadness now. Okay, right? Okay. Some of us can co-sign that, right? Some of us can co-sign that. Where's my little... I can't have her naked like that, I guess. The music in you. I love the music. I love the music. I love the music. Music in me, the music in you. So what is the judgment, right? Where's the judgment coming in? This Phoenix. So maybe there is a little bit of judgment I'm getting, maybe on DNA, some of you cleanliness, some of you partners, or something else, some type of sexual activity, something like this is what I'm getting. Seeing a lot of fire So, what I think is, what I'm getting here also is that actually that the wish that they're hoping, okay, yeah, of course they want to get to it, but they also, I'm hearing this slow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, slowly, like you're the light, you're the star, right? And so, what I'm getting is like, for some, they want to like heal, they want to heal the parts that others have hurt, have burned. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, so where other people have burned you, where other situations have occurred to where you thought like, do you know, like that was really like hurtful or something, like they want to use like their power, their light, their love, their sunflower, right? Look at this DNA, this crystal, this moon. They want to use all of this, right? To heal that, right? Because we have the three of hearts upside, the three of cards, the three of swords upside down. So they want to heal that, right? That's what they want to work on. That's what they want to build and create with you, right? Because we're seeing again the wings, same like the phoenix of the judgment. We're seeing the wings here that he's working on, carving out. And yeah, it's like, yeah, I want to have everything right. I want to have everything taken care of, right? I want to have everything taken care of, nothing to worry about. I want to be able to take care of everything. And I don't want, how I choose to do that, how I choose to make that happen, the magician, right? In which way I take the action towards this past love, this soulmate, towards all of this, right? However I'm choosing to do it, I think a lot of people, yeah, how he's choosing to move forward in this state, to find the state of temperance, the state of balance, right? And is happy to make this decision, but wants to make this decision because, like, that's what the emperor does. The emperor doesn't listen to other people's opinion. The emperor creates his own empire. He rules empires. He's over here wanting to say, yeah, give me the empress and the world, right? I will give you the world, be the beginning and the end. The beginning and the empress. So, yeah, what I'm getting here is that there's a lot of, for the emperor, there's like other people, there's interference. There's interference. Okay, but they're not going to let the interference happen anymore. Okay, this could be female figure, air sign. This is generally like Libra, but this could be Aquarius. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Somebody that's creating action, right? That's trying to take action, that's disrupting something. But what he's saying is, I'm going to be the emperor now, right? I know who you are. I know who you are. I'm willing to give whatever I have to balance, to figure this out, to figure out how we're going to make this work, right? I am now the emperor. I know what I want. I'm going to make the offering of love. That is my happy family, my happy ending, my happy everything, right? Nobody can take that from me. Okay. Cool message, Emperor. They were trying to, though. There's been a lot of interference. Now, this can be another woman. This can also be other word. This could just be words from other people. Words or actions. Look at that. 44, 44. Yeah, we're moving forward from that. So we've moved out of this space, this head space, right? Masculine has now moved out of this head space of fear or letting other people influence, right? Influence this connection. Because this is definitely like antagonist, right? The sword's up, but she's trying to act like, no, I'm soft and gentle. No, this is definitely antagonist, and he's having to make a choice, and this choice could actually cost him what he's been working so hard, or what someone else is holding on to. He could lose a lot, actually. Has he lost a lot, or he can lose a lot? Well, he's always willing to work, or he's got a lot of things. For some, there's a lot of assets that can already be in other things, right? He's waiting for some things to pay off. But he's not worried. He'll be fine. Victory, the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. He's ready for this fate, ready for this new life. Now, these other people are not, and they're going to keep trying to block this. The other people, this is the saddest card, two of the saddest cards, right? They're going to try to play the abandonment. Oh, you're abandoning me, and look at all this we did together, and now you're going to leave for this person. There's all of us, and there's only that one person. You're going to give us all up, and, it's this very, these 2 5s, that shit has to change. That's indefinite change. It's a lot of people playing this victim mentality, right? This victim mentality. No, you're leaving me, love. It's like, bro, I'm doing what's best for me. Like, I can't be in charge of you. I can't be in charge of consistently offering you everything and missing my opportunities because you're not available to take action, and I'm ready to take action towards this happy ending. And if that doesn't include you, then I know it includes somebody else. This includes somebody else. The Lovers. So, for some of you, the Hangman is in reverse. For some of you, the time is meow, right? You're gonna show up, or you're gonna take the action, or you're gonna write the message, or the email, or make the phone call, or whatever it is, right? Send the flowers, send the telegram or the letter, or whatever it is that you do, right? I mean, everybody's got their own way. Everybody's got their own way. But whatever it is that you do, don't delay it, right? Yes, everything is in divine timing, but don't delay. So what I'm getting is a lot of the masculine, so this is what I was getting before also, with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. A lot of the masculines are actually afraid. There's a little bit of a fear in secrets, lies, or deceptions, because the feminine is able to see through everything. So for some of them, I'm getting 2 different things. For some of them, I'm getting everything, okay? So for some of you guys that have already had a contact or relationship, or some of you guys are in separation, some of you guys are still working it out, okay? I don't know. For some of you, it's, everything. This is what I'm getting. Everything. It's not fair, and they just think it's like, for some of them, they feel like they have to walk on eggshells, right? Like they're getting bitched at. Like I'm seeing these dogs barking, howling. Like they're getting bitched at for anything that they do, because the feminine can see and feel everything. And that's like, oh my God, you're bitching. Now, for others, there's a little bit of a fear, not because they have any bad intention, right? Like one group is like, they're little fucking liars and they're afraid because they're going to get fucking caught on some shit and their balls chopped off or something, right? Like, this is the energy that I'm getting, right? They're like tripping, right? The little liars are tripping. Now the other group is like, okay, interesting. So some of the masculines are afraid because sometimes they have thoughts They have wandering thoughts of love or maybe third party, other people sometimes, like when they see maybe beautiful people or something like this, or maybe when they're a little bit intoxicated, they're like, hey girl, hey. So they're afraid that that's going to cause a problem before something happens. So you guys, you really have to talk to feminine about this stuff, right? Like, share what your behaviors and your activities are. And I'm sure actually feminine knows, so she's not going to be surprised, right? So for others, they're afraid. They're afraid that they'll be hyper vigilant, like overthinking, to not think or say something wrong so much that they're gonna fuck it up anyways. Does that make sense? You guys, masculine. What kind of secrets do you have? So maybe the good thing to do is to say, like create something. This is a suggestion. Create something where you're just like, okay, once a week we have a talk and we talk about, like, we let out all the stuff about whatever topic we choose. And that way it's like not everything all at once, or maybe you're just overthinking it. Maybe she's just gonna fucking ask you, and you're just gonna say something like nice. Just be nice, sweet. Offerings, right? If you're not stable masculine in your emotional state, or if you think that she's gonna fucking be a bitch about everything, then that's gonna lead you to being sneaky or trying to hide something, and that's gonna lead her to walking the fuck away, right? What you won't have is another chance again. So for some of you, like, there will be no fight. It will just be over. Okay? No more waiting. She's not having it. She'll send you straight back to your mama. Goodbye. So it's about, if we really want to claim, yeah, that would not make her happy. And being defensive over doing bad things, that definitely doesn't make them happy either. Don't defend your bullshit. Don't defend stuff that hurts other people. Just let that be a lesson. That'll get you single. That'll get your ass left too. What a feisty collective, you guys. This is so funny. So I sense many different stories. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything is for everybody. And there is obviously different stories going on. I'm channeling different people and partnerships, and a lot of it comes through these cards. It's really cool. Okay. Any more messages for the Twin Flame Collective from this deck? Again, the Knight of Wands, Hangman. Okay, so 2 messages I'm hearing. For some of you guys, give it a rest with this activity, with this needing to fuck or sexual, physical attention, right? That is creating a big hang up. Okay? Now this can be feminine or masculine. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Whoever is entertaining or letting these thoughts, these sexual thoughts of other people, or quickness, or these fuck boys or fuck girl, these past, these karmics, these in and out. Okay, that is creating part of the hang up, is what I'm hearing. But what I'm also hearing is it's your choice, right? It's your choice to be wounded by that. This is especially to the masculines. It's your choice to be wounded by that. But as long as you're acting wounded and not like the warrior, it's like you have to come in to feminine strong enough to say, I'm here for you, strong enough to be able to do that, and say, I'm willing to apologize. I don't know everything what I have to apologize for, but I feel terrible for many things. Maybe we can start with a couple. Or maybe we can hug it out. What I'm really getting is feeling, right? Feeling the emotion. Like for a lot of you guys, if you've been on the journey, especially for a long time, if you have a strong connection, if you've actually seen your twin flame, you've done the separation or whatever, what you will feel is everything, right? You will feel what they're thinking, what they're doing. You will feel like if they start to get overwhelmed. I mean, this is a twin, twinning. So if you're twinning, then they're twinning. If you're fucking depressed, then they're depressed. If you're angry, then they're probably bitter. It's not, like maybe it's opposite or maybe it's the same. Okay, I think a lot of it is same. Look at that, 5 5 5 5. So we want to change that. So I think the message, what's important to the masculine collective, is you have to be the masculine and make the offering, right? Come in. And even if you come in, okay, so what I'm seeing is this, again, this turbulent water, okay? Even if you come in fast, even if you come in like professing your love, like pouring all of your heart out, or if you come in crying or whatever, right? If you come in authentic truth, right? If your truth is, I love you, you're everything to me, you're my everything, right? Then that's your truth. If it's, I love you and you're my family, then that's your truth. If it's, I don't know how you make me feel, it hurts, then that's the truth. Whatever it is, like how you choose to enter, right? It's like that's the moon is illuminating. It's illuminating what needs to be brought to light. And it's like you see the dogs howling. It's like just shout it out, howl at the moon, like call it out, right? I think that just the gesture, I think that you're overthinking. Okay, there's a lot, and that's a lot of what's going on here. Overthinking. Think that you're overthinking. What are we going to do in the future? What's this and that, and how are we going to make things happen? For some of you guys, you're worried. You're hoping that you can win. Some of you guys have bet on something. Some of you guys are betting on something. Some people have gotten rid of everything or let a lot of things get destroyed, and they are betting on your wish, on the dream, on the star. A lot of them have been doing things secretly, okay? And that's what they're worried about. That's what they're worried about. That's what the decision comes down to. Okay. That's what the decision comes down to. Because somebody was sneaky, right? Maybe somebody lied, maybe somebody hid something, somebody was sneaky. So that puts this, it puts her in this, now she gets to make a decision, okay? We have Temperance, we have the Chariot, and we have the King of Cups. Now again, these can be multiple energies, this can be multiple people, or they can just be energies. Sometimes a person can hold multiple energies. So, Temperance is Sagittarian energy, Chariot, Cancerian energy, King of Cups also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? So what we have here is she has to make a choice now. Now they're afraid because they've been hiding. I think that more than one, I think a few people are in on this hiding or this secret or this whatever it is, right? And they're not sure what kind of temperament feminine is going to have. So they're going to come through and they're going to do their best to maintain this King of Cups composure, which is, I possess deep love, but maybe I'm not expressing it. This one does actually express. See the dolphin and everything? King of Cups are different. So some King of Cups, when they're evolved, can actually tap in. Look at that, Scorpionic. So death and rebirth. Some of you guys are starting fresh, Scorpionic energy. Also, okay? Yeah, some of you guys, it's like, let's start fresh. Let's start something new. Some of you guys are ending it. Some of you guys say, that's my sunshine, okay? What you have to be at, masculine, okay, is your authentic self, right? What the King of Cups is secure about his emotions, right? So if he is to come in and be super fucking happy, yeah, right? He doesn't want to be hated for that. He doesn't want to be beaten up for that. He doesn't want to be stabbed in the back for that. If he comes in crying, okay, so for a lot of you guys, so there's multiple stories. I'm just tuning in. So for a lot of you guys, there's two different masculines out there. So maybe one has been celebrating, is super happy. Okay, maybe the other one feels very betrayed. The other one feels like he lost the war, he was stabbed in the back, he worked so hard, he got nothing, everybody else is celebrating, okay? For a lot, and we have that with the sunshine after the death, okay? So for a lot of you guys, what could be happening is once we learned our lesson and we leveled up, we took the strength to level up, the universe said, okay, we're going to offer you something new. We're going to offer you this other partner. Look at that. Look at that emergency with the song in the background. We're going to offer you somebody of your same emotional intelligence, right? Someone that's ready to be able to meet you. So for where a lot of the masculines are in this space, where they are afraid, like they're afraid to share their feelings. I feel like a lot of them haven't shared their emotions. They've always just been cool, or maybe for some of them, people have only seen them like really cool or like really upset. I'm getting for some. For some, they never cry in front of anybody. For some of them, they really, it embarrasses them for people to see that. And they cry a lot because they've been feeling a lot of the things that the feminine, they've been feeling all of the stuff that she's been working through, and they've been working through it too, and they've been feeling it. They've been physically, emotionally, spiritually feeling it, and it brings them to tears. And I feel like for some of them, for many of them, they try to keep that very secret. Like they try to hide that they have any emotion. And they kind of just like lock themselves up, like in a room or in a bathroom or whatever, and they sit there and they're upset. Maybe they worry or they cry, but they're afraid because maybe for some of them, they haven't done all of the emotional work, and they're still experiencing a lot of emotional turbulence. So for some of them, they're still getting rid of addictions or behaviors, or maybe they have done it. Maybe it's taken them a lot of work to get here, and they're afraid, they don't know, right? Okay, so what I'm getting is some of them are afraid that if it doesn't work out, that all of this hard work and everything that they've done is just going to push them over the edge. Okay, it's a choice, right? It's a choice. Defend your path, defend your sobriety, defend what you're doing if that's what you're doing, me as the feminine. So my interesting story is one was super ancient, right? And after the first, my actual twin flame was doing whatever he was doing, or not interested, or I don't know. Okay, it's saying that he's working on things. I made a choice, right? As the feminine, I said, okay, now I'm going to do what makes me happy because the journey is about how we heal and grow for ourselves, right? It's not necessarily about the union. It's about coming into wholeness as an individual part of a two-part thing. So what the twin flame actually does is evoke everything within us that makes us find this love within ourselves, to be able to use it, to be able to access it, right? And to be able to share that, to be able to be okay now, right? But it's about becoming, right? It's about each individual person becoming their best version of themselves in order to come together, or in order to whatever, right? It's about, there's different levels of twin flames, right? There's different levels. So what I realized is, one from really, really, really long time ago, because I can sense traces of energy and different things like this, and time isn't the same for someone who's channeling and working with different realms, right? And different densities. So I couldn't figure out what my draw is. To some people, I know that we have past lives or whatever, but I couldn't figure out, like, just this very, like, Egyptian connection. And so anyways, I went farther. I went back, like, planets and stuff, right? I won't go too deep with you guys. I don't know if it's too much. And to where this had happened before. This was like a repeat, right? To where this had happened before, and actually it had destroyed planets or civilizations, because this person wanted to say, no, don't give up on love. Love is better, love is better, love is better than what was better for the whole. And so it was interesting, because the first thing after I had this channeling that the masculine said to me, right, this other one, was like, but we are not the ones that destroyed the planet and the civilization. We were the ones just in love. And I was like, that's the problem. I mean, it's not the problem, right? Like, love wins, right? But love isn't enough, right? Like, yes, you can get really far with love, with the hope, with the dream of love. But at some point, it's either going to build you up or let you down, right? That is the risk, right? That is the high stakes and risk that we take of experiencing that love, right? No loss, no gain, something like this. I mean, it is a very dualistic way, like, train of thought, but I'm just channeling, like, what they're saying, right? Is like, we have to experience those intensities of different depths of love and relationships and forgiveness and not forgiveness when people do things. Like, where is our boundary, and who did this to create this boundary, for me to create this boundary and say, and that's where it is us becoming ourselves, the best version of ourselves. So for different levels of twin flames, right? So I realized this. So this was the story, that we had done this, and I said yes, but at the same time, the offering of love, or to understand what love is, sometimes, like what the initial, when we had the channel last year, from the person that I was like, this is my twin flame, like, we have to entertain this. It's weird, but I don't know how to say it. It's weird. Now, luckily, I was with a spiritual person. My last partner was a very spiritual, awoke person. So after the channel came through, he realized that was like, okay, yeah, that's your person that you're actually supposed to be with. I checked in, like, I meditated, like, I tuned in with it, and it's just like, fuck, and then there was this whole weird thing of like, well, then he didn't feel good enough. And then I was like, what? I wasn't good enough? Like, you didn't want to fight for me? Like, wow, like, this is really intense. So, but it was this interesting thing to where it was like, he knew that this was the better, not the better choice, but basically like which person is, um, which person is correct. I think what he asked was which person is correct for the most divine and highest timeline and outcome of, you know, the world, humanity, the universe, right? Which is the best? Like a legitimate ass question, right? Like, is it me? Because if it's me, then I'm gonna let you know. And if it's not me, then I'm gonna also say, shit. So this happened, right? This happened. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe you're just a soulmate. Maybe you're just a karmic. Maybe you're just all this. And then after I had this crazy channeling, I realized, oh shit, you did the same shit before. You did the same thing before. You got a sentence. You got sent to the solar sun for hundreds of thousands of years. Crazy. Yeah, you got in trouble for your actions. So basically, it's like this isn't our lifetime. This isn't our era. This isn't our time. We had time, and as I was tuning into everything what happened, like in the Akash, they were actually blocking. I was like, you can't do this. You have to let me see. It was like almost like because something really bad had happened, like it had been like deleted. And I was just like, let me know something. I deserve that much, right? And so yeah, I was able to see some of it. Now you guys will be happy to know that love wins. Love won, and yeah. So there's been different lifetimes. We chased each other in different lifetimes, and it's really interesting, to see that, to see how one is so old and the other one is so old. I don't mean old in physical age, but it's like when you're like, that's an old soul. That's a new soul. So this is where I came to this interesting spot in the twin flame journey where it's like you have the old one or the new one, because in all this time I've always felt that I was talking to the old one, to the original one. And so now I'm like, which one is the old one? Because now I know that this one, I know that I know the one that I thought has been the one is the one that is supposed to be, we're supposed to be making stuff happen in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? That I know. So like, are you the older one? Or is this other one the older one? I don't know. So what I do know is unless the masculine shows up to make it clear to feminine, unless he reaches out and makes it unequivocally clear to feminine, she's not going to chase. Like so like I said, there's 3, judgment. She's like being judgy as fuck, and she can, because she's rising. She will glow up. She will rise. A lot of the feminine collective, just because her story, all of this has been suppressed for so long. So you guys, we're going to see a lot of that happening. There's going to be a lot of things. The veil is coming off. There's going to be, people need to be seen. People need to be heard. The feminine needs to be seen and heard. So unless masculine is like, yeah, unless you're coming back with some flowers and being like, listen, I know there's something between us. Can we figure out how to talk about it? I don't know how to talk about it quite yet, but I got you some flowers. Can we hug it out? Like, that's what so yeah. So for some of you guys, so this is very clear for a lot of the Twin Flame Collective. Okay, it's okay. Keep this passion, keep this juicy love or sexual energy or tension, right? Keep it balanced though. For a lot of you guys, the messages is going to come through like in the ethereal. Now I'm hearing a lot of the feminine say, I'm done. Like I'm done searching and getting the downloads, right? I want a letter. I want a whatever. Yeah. Be old fashioned about it. Show up with some flowers. Make an offering. Flowers and treats always win us. You don't have to do all of this fucking work. You guys are doing too much. Masculine out there always doing too much. Look at that. Say less, do less, okay? Stop overthinking it, maybe. That's hilarious, you guys. And stop thinking about any third parties, okay? Because every time, okay, whether it's feminine or masculine, every time that you're thinking about a third party or being with somebody else, or even that other person being with other people, like it's grossing the other person out, right? It's grossing the twin out because they can pick up on that energy and it's like, what? It's causing emotional turbulence. So just stay in a happy state. Stay in a happy, creative state. You know, don't be given too much passion. For a lot of you guys, yeah, don't be moving towards other people. Okay, for a lot of you guys, the masculine is really trying to get themselves in order to rush towards you because he does not want to miss this opportunity. Oh, yeah, does not want to miss this opportunity. He feels like, again, with this 8, look at it, it keeps coming back. Doesn't want to think about other people. Doesn't want to think about you with other people. Doesn't want to think that anyone else but him can be victorious. Doesn't want to think about anybody else sneaking around or doing anything, okay? So they are working on something. They are working on something to come and offer. And to also like temper their emotional state. And also, yeah, again, their thoughts and their emotional state. Wow, look at this, you guys. But they want to have something to offer you, okay? You guys, sometimes you don't got to offer the feminine a lot. Sometimes you just got to offer her a flower and can I take you on a walk or an adventure? Can we go for a ride? Want to go watch a sunset or a sunrise? Stare at the beach? Anything, guys, like, you know? Basically, if you guys stop sneaking around and and stop trying to do so much, you're like fucking up the wheel of fortune. You're like delaying the move forward. You're literally delaying the wheel of fortune and the happy ending. Masculine, why? Because you feel like you don't know how to give the correct offering. Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out, trying to get everybody to help you. Some of them still have a third party that they're dealing with. Now, it doesn't always have to be a person. It can be a business, it can be an addiction, it can be whatever. They just don't want to be foolish. They don't want to do anything wrong. They want it to be perfect so they can profess their love perfectly. And it can be happiness and start all new and create the wishes and dreams together. You guys, this is super beautiful. So let's not go back to all of this. Let's not go back and forth. Any more messages? Yeah, action. Lights, camera, action. Take action. Don't worry so much about what you say. As you're there, like a picture says 1,000 words. I'm getting that for some of you. It's like just to be able to be there, to give a hug, to hold them, to take a selfie, take a picture with them. Like that's gonna be ultimately what's like, you know, um, maybe visualize. So what I'm getting is like some of you guys like visualize like what your selfies together would be like. Like what would you be doing together that you would be taking pictures of, right? Like, are you traveling somewhere? Are you on a sunset? Like, I'm like, oh, snuggling in some soft ass cushy pillows. Oh man. Um, yeah, like just envision what that would look like, right? What it would feel like to what you would want to be doing, what kind of actions you would want to be doing. What would you say also? Feminine, have you worked on what your response is or what you're going to say? Now, for me, I'm going to say, like, I go out of pocket, right? I find the light within, straight hermit style. I just, like, I pull that stuff from within. Following intuition is, like, obviously where it's at. Um, I feel, though, for a lot, there's a lot of things, like, that just don't need to be said that the masculine is like super over stressing or working about or trying to fix, um, when really he should just be the magician and just, you know, say that, you know, I got everything under control, right? I got everything under control, don't worry. And just come in and say, this is what's going on. We're still waiting for this to be ready, but why would you delay? Yeah, why would you delay this connection, this love? Why would you delay um, being able to be physical, be intimate, be in love, to be experiencing this with feminine because you're waiting for something else? Like, that's silly. Like, you guys could just be waiting together. It's absolutely foolish. Absolutely foolish. Okay. For some, they've been waiting to get things balanced out. Some, they're worried if they're gonna have victory or not. But you guys gotta stop going back and forth. Lock in. Lock in. Stop being defensive, all right? Don't be so defensive. Think about justice being served. Do you feel masculine? Like, do you feel like this is like equivocally like the person you want to learn and grow old with, and this is your twin? This is your match? Like, do you feel like this is the person you want to commit and do life with? Or are you still not sure about it? And if you're not sure, I mean, what the fuck? When was the last time people even saw each other? For some of you guys, the newer twin flame collectives, um, I know that you guys, like, the separation is not that long, right? For some of you guys are like, before, like, I want to come in and do all of this stuff and be chivalrous, but also, like, I want to kind of like get to know you before I like commit to all of that, right? So, um, okay, that's what I'm getting. For for a lot of masculine collective is they want to come in and pop the question. They want to just solidify it, but then they're also wavering that because they're wavering if the feminine is gonna like, because if she were to shoot them down, now for some of them this is like their fucking nightmare, right? Not asking you, but being rejected, or like, I don't know, let me think about it, like, let's see how it goes, like, this is like, and I feel this very strongly because I have like so much Scorpio in my chart. It's very scorpionic energy that's coming. Okay, so just so you guys know, that's not just from the masculine, that's also from the feminine collective as well. It's like all or nothing. I'm not pussy, like, no, I'm not pussyfooting around anymore. Like, make a decision, right? Do you want to, I need some sun, sorry. Do you want to be with me or not? Like this, it's like all or nothing. It's like 'Cause I'm all in, hoping that you feel this way too. So it's like, masculine, you're the one that has the ability to maintain or control your emotions more than feminine. Therefore, as long as you enter, okay, as long as you enter in a calm, cool, collected emotional state, even if you know you're going to get really excited or you're going to get really horny or you're going to get really sad or whatever it is, doesn't matter. As long as you're confident that you know that this is your person and you got to go towards them like this, it has to be, then whatever emotions or whatever else come, I think you're just gonna have to see, right? You can't predict, like, we can't see. I can see a lot of things, right? But I'm not gonna, that's no fun. You can't foresee shit like that. I don't like to foresee things like that. I like to know that things come in a little bit. I like to be able to have a little bit of preparation, but that doesn't mean I know it's coming in 1 minute, in 1 hour, in one day. I mean, sometimes I do know, but I don't like to ask. I just like to know, coming. It's coming. Ooh, that was fast. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, infinite blessings, love, and light as always, you guys. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, email me at divinitywithinme@gmail.com and you can schedule a personal or private reading. As always, I appreciate all your likes, comments, subscribes, shares, all of your donations, yeah, and all of your feedback. Infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow.